Hi guys, this will be episode 5, I suppose. This time I'm trying to use 2 smaller wheels on top of each other and see if we can get them to interact. At the moment I've only put 3 magnets in. We've got spaces for 6, just to see if it actually runs, and to be honest, no, it's not. So far, everything I've done since these original cross-shaped ones, there's been a backward step. Cross-shaped ones were actually working fine, although they didn't interact, but the individual one on its own was running fine. In fact, I'll just stick that back in there. So that's working absolutely fine. But when I tried to use a second one above it, it didn't work. It didn't make that one spin at the same time. I suppose I could try a wheel on top. Well, the answer is no. Putting the wheel there the wheel doesn't react. All that's happening is it's slowly being pushed one side or the other because I've got no stops on it. I've only put 3 magnets in that wheel deliberately to hold it down so the centre of gravity is low, just to try and force it to interact with the magnets. But it's not, as you can see. Well, that's nearly working. I'll put the rest of the magnets in the top wheel, and see if we can get anything working. Well, that's not working. So we got the 2 magnets on the cross, and we got 6 magnets on the wheels, or on the wheel, and we do get some interaction, but not what I'm hoping for. Yeah, this is a bit of a dead end at the moment. I have got some other wheels from some of my other pulse motors with different size magnets in them. I don't know if the size of the magnet will make much difference, because that clearly works on its own just as a 2-pole pulse motor. But it's not having any effect on the wheel. Yeah, quite disappointing. Well, it thought about it for a minute then, didn't it? I'm just playing around with some of these rotors off some of my other pulse motors. And you see this one's working. I'm having to hold it in place because the gap has got to be just right. But as you can see, that one's going fine. Well, it's rattling around a bit, but it's going absolutely fine. I'd have to print a new loop to support it to get the gap, get the pivot position right. At the moment, if I let that go all the way down to where it should sit down, then it actually rubs on the surface. But that's not what I had in mind. I've tried various combinations and I just can't get a double wheel or a double cross working. I might just print a little loop support for this one just so I can put the cloche back on top of it. So that's one of my, as I say, one of my old pulse motors that's died. That's the rotor. Well, that's very definitely not what we were aiming for. But at least I've got a Ferris wheel spinning in there. And it's noisy. If I just stop it. What's that? 8 magnets in that one. They're larger magnets than the vape magnets that I was using. I think there'll be these ones, which are, I think, 10 millimeters by, what's that, 3? They're ones with a countersunk head on them for putting screws through them. But yeah, that works. Picks up speed. Definitely not what I was aiming for with this project. But it is a pulse motor. Nothing to do with chaotic motion. I think that'll do for now. I might have another go at some time, but it looks like all my ideas for making chaotic motion were wrong.
Hey, thanks for watching. There's plenty of videos on my main channel with more added daily, so don't forget to subscribe and enable the notifications to keep you up to date with my new releases. You can help keep my channel running by donating $1 on Patreon to buy me coffee. You can always find more information in the video description. Thanks again for watching.